What's the difference between being very cosmic and spiritual and being a lunatic? Well, let's find out in this video. Hello and welcome to another episode. My name is Aisha. I am a cosmic light being having this human experience where I teach people about the Akashic Records. I read the Akashic Records and I'm also a cosmic guide for starseeds and lightworkers on their divine journey. And a lot of the times I get like eye raises like, are you insane? Are you totally well? What's with you, right? Because for me it's very normal to talk about dragons and unicorns and about all the magical beings and about seraphim dragons made of golden light bodies. And sometimes I really have to cut it down a bit because not everyone is open to these kind of topics yet. So I bumped into a lot of clients who had a sort of remembrance of people being not too happy with what they are feeling about questioning their mental health, and it can be very lonely if you experience things like that, because even though we are in this great awakening process, the world is not fully ready yet to receive higher messages, because we've been trained as a species that dragons are fake, that certain entities and beings only live in fantasy lands, and that it's not really true, that the fairies are there and the water beings are denied and things like that. And of course the film industry has got a lot to do with it, because it's believed that it's all fantasy and you should just take a pill and you'll be sane again. However, it's really a struggle to unravel your root beliefs, you know, because most of us lightworkers and starseeds were raised in a world where there was no room for thoughts like that. It was really not of the best interest for yourself to be at school and to tell your teacher that you had a very vivid dream and that you were foreseeing things to happen. So a lot of us had to struggle and had to really fight our own beliefs and really come to terms with it. And I think we came to a point that it's no more about the fighting, and it's about surrendering and about the respect you have for others, also from the spiritual community. If someone else doesn't support your beliefs, it's totally fine. It's not that we should be thinking that we are somehow better or somehow more advanced, because we are not. Eventually we all came from the same source, right? It's really like if you would spread out some seeds on some soil and you give it water and some sunshine, some seeds will sprout a little bit earlier and a little bit ahead of other seeds than other seeds, you know. So and that's totally fine. It's not that the seed who sprouts the first is somehow better than the seed who sprouts last. I mean, and what is first, what is last anyway? I mean, we live in this constant eternal loop of experiences anyway, so what does it matter to begin with? So I think it's a misconception in the spiritual world. There are a lot of dogmas about how things should be, what you should say and what you should not say, but it's also, that's not really important what the spiritual world thinks of you, right? I mean, at some point we are searching for a community, and of course people who are open to spiritual concepts might be a very good solution for you right now. But as you evolve, as you gain in knowledge and information and wisdom and experiences, some people might stick to you and some beliefs might stick to you, but sometimes you move on, right? And instead of trying to wake everyone up and it's about them outside, it's about you inside. That's my understanding. I mean, that's the place I am right now in my evolution. And maybe at some point when I travel further, I come to the realization that another, another vibe would suit me best. And of course, it's always about how can I serve other people as well. But everything in divine timing, because if you want to serve people while you're still very much into your own development in terms of emotional development, and I mean, it can also trick you, right? This is like a trick of the ego to be too much concerned about other people while you being on the road yourself as well. And we all are walking each other home. That's also a truth. But I think it's very mindful to not be too concerned with other people, because it's all about you. And we were brought up that it's very egoistic to think that you have to think about yourself. But I call it the plane principle, right? If the oxygen drops into the cabin, and you have to first put on your own mask before you do it to your children, right? So first yourself, and of course you can be very loving and have an open heart and an open mind for other people, but also in a balanced way. Don't help others while you really have to help yourself first, because in the end you can help a lot more people when you reached a certain level. And this is also a bit challenging as well, because when will you ever finish your journey? I mean, is there an end? I don't think so. I think, well, when we are ready for our transition into our next existence, there comes another challenge and another challenge and another development. And yeah, when will our soul return to the source? I don't know yet. That's a very interesting question to dive into the Akashic Records, by the way. Because if questions are of a high vibe, you can ask anything within the Akashic Records. So that's very interesting, I think. If you want to dive into your personal stuff, in your soul history, where you've been, what you've been up to, maybe soul contracts or blueprints, and what your mission is and what you came here to do, I'm so happy to read your records. So I invite you to book a reading with me. We can do it online if you like. If you are anywhere in the world, you can do it online. And also I'm offering for my Dutch clients personal readings. So I put the link in the description, and I can travel to you if you are within the driving range from Holland. So I would like to know what kind of questions and what kind of subjects you would like to know. Why would you book an Akashic Records reading? And what is it that you are searching for? What kind of answers would you like to receive? So let me know in the comments, and I really appreciate if you are subscribing to my channel. That would mean so much to me, because I want to have everyone to connect with their own light, and I think the Akashic Records is a great way to do it. And let's see what happens when I'm diving into your Akashic Records. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.